Hello everyone. Welcome back to another lesson. My name is Cara and I'm an English teacher. It's good to see you all again, and I'm sorry that I wasn't here yesterday. As I think you should all know, it's quite late in Australia. It's 9 p.m. and so of course my baby is meant to be asleep, but I was all ready to go with the class last night, and she decided she was very hungry, so I had to go ahead and feed her, and it took a very long time, and then it was just too late. So I'm really sorry about that. But I hope you're all going well today and you're ready for another lesson. So we're up to day 26 and we're going to do conditionals. So we're going to do a few days of conditionals, and they are sentences with if or when, but usually if. So who have we got? We've got Jane, Maria. So Maria actually requested this. We've got Yuri, Plesio, Saeed, Gertrudis. Welcome back again. So yeah, who else is here? Omar is here. Amir. So let's get going. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you to Maria for requesting this topic. So we're going to cover it for a few days. Today we're going to look at the first conditional, tomorrow we're going to look at the second conditional, and Monday the third conditional, and Tuesday mixed conditionals. So I think it's much better if we separate each day, because it does get harder and harder. And so you'll have some time to think about the lesson before we do the next one. Jane, yes, she is fine today. I hope. So she was asleep before, so I hope she stays asleep. All right. So let's begin. Let's begin with the structure. So it might look a little bit complicated, but it's not. And that's the structure is the easy part of conditionals, because it really just stays the same. So there are two parts. So we can separate it into two parts. So the first part we call the if clause, or the condition. And the second part is the result. So this is the most common way that you will see this structure. So for the first conditional, we have if plus the subject plus present simple. Then in the result clause, we have the subject, then we have will, and the infinitive. So the infinitive is the verb one, or the base verb. So no two, just the base verb. Hi Hassan. Okay, so most of the time it's will, but we can have may, we can have might, and we can have can. The other thing that you need to note is in the structure we have, the comma. Can we see a comma here? Maybe you can't see it anymore. But there is a comma there, in between. Okay, so let's look at an example. I'll just delete that. If it rains, I will stay home. So we've got the if, we've got the subject, it, which is kind of like the weather in this case. And then we've got present simple. Of course, we've got S. Here is it. S, which matches the subject. It rains. If it rains. We've got the comma. And then we've got I will stay home. I will, and then stay is the infinitive. Okay, now, if you want, you can flip it. So you can put the result clause first and the condition second. So let's have a look at that. So up the top we have the structure you just learnt, and then we've got the subject goes here, and then will, may, might, can, infinitive, if, subject, present simple. So tricky thing is, terrible arrow, is a comma in this structure with if first, and then there's no comma in this structure where you flip it around the other way. The meaning is exactly the same. All right, so it doesn't matter which way you say it, the meaning is the same. So, I will stay home if it rains. Or if it rains, I will stay home. All right, so when can you use it? Very often. We use it a lot in conversation. So to describe things which might happen in the future. So this is talking about, might happen in the future is talking about the conditional clause. Hi Trika, good to see you again. So if it rains, so it might rain, we don't know. But if it rains, I will stay home. I may or might, in this case they are the same. I may stay home, I might stay home. So if we're talking about going to a party, if it rains, I have to catch the train and the tram and I'll get wet, so I don't know, I might stay home. If it rains, I can stay home. So this is about ability in this case. Trika, let's talk about unless, because unless is a little bit more complicated. We'll talk about that another day. All right. Let's look at some more examples. So we've got this one, if it rains, I will stay home. If I get all my work done, I might go out. If we go by taxi, it will be quicker. Or all of them the other way round, the meaning is the same. I will stay home if it rains. I might go out if I get all my work done. It will be quicker if we go by taxi. And then, of course, in conversation, we don't need to say the whole sentence, okay? And this is really common. So you might not know that you're using a conditional, but you are. Are you going to work tomorrow? So this is a question about the future. Yeah, if I feel better. If I feel better, comma, I will go to work tomorrow. See? If I feel better, I will go to work tomorrow. Will you travel next year? Yeah, if we can. So this could be about the coronavirus. If we can, meaning if there are no restrictions, if there are flights, we will travel next year. Right, and now just a really common mistake that lots of students make, and it's just with the structure. So who can tell me? Can you see in this sentence, what is the mistake? If it will rain, I stay home. See if you can write the correct sentence or tell me what's wrong. Say a good question. Hi, Dese. Won't you? When you want to ask tag questions. Yep, if you go there, you will see her. okay, because that's the main clause, won't you? Good sentence, Trika. Yes, Said. Good. So the problem is, in this example, is putting will. So never put will in the if clause. So will always goes in the result clause. If it rains, I will stay home. So this is a really common mistake. Of course, this is an easy sentence. So as we get to more complicated sentences, you still have to remember this basic rule. We have the if clause with if and the result clause with will. So this clause with will. Gertrude is perfect. Good, Yuri. Yes, class Yuri. Okay, everyone's got it. All right, if and when. So what is the difference? If it rains, I will stay home. When it rains, I will stay home. So if is when it's possible, and when is definite. You know, it's 100%. Okay, so you know it's going to rain. You know. It's hard to know if it that it will rain, but if you know, use when. Trika has asked, do I say I'll stay at home or I'll stay home? You can use both. Okay, if I will. Okay. If it doesn't rain, we will go out. Okay, so in the bottom two sentences, one of these is wrong. So if it doesn't rain, we will go out. That's correct. When it doesn't rain, we will go out. That's wrong or very, 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 very unlikely. Okay, so most of the time it doesn't rain, but maybe if you live somewhere where it rains all the time, all day, all night, 24 hours, then this one is possible, so I'll say maybe. But when it doesn't rain, we will go out means it's raining all the time, and then when it stops, we go out. Okay? All right, so let's have a look at these ones, and this is your turn to write some sentences. So when the pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic is over, so I've used will because it can't go forever. Yeah, so it's definite that the pandemic will end. So I use when. If I catch the coronavirus, I won't study English tomorrow, and I'll be surprised if. So there are some sentences in the first order with the condition, comma, results, and then there are some sentences that start with a result and then they have the condition. So just be careful about where you put will or if. Alright, so you write your sentences. Hi, Carrie. In the comments. Just write what number. I can guess, but So answer all of them, and I'll put them in this PowerPoint, and then we can look at them together. But Trika good, Classio good, Dirce good. Some good sentences here. I'm enjoying them. Alright. Let's look at your answers to number 1. If you've got other ones, just add them in. Alright, so I'll put a number. Oop. Alright, so number 1. When the pandemic is over, I will start going to school. Perfect. When the pandemic is over, I'll work out. Good. I assume this means exercise. Yeah? To exercise, work out. I'll visit my family. Perfect. I will have, I'm sure it's just a mistake. Barbecue. Barbecue with my friends. Good. So I just added the but otherwise it's good. Gertrudis has just added one. I will go to work. Good. Abdelila. I will travel. Oh, me too. Good. Both of those are perfect. I really hope that it is soon. All right. So number 2. Let's see. Right. These are all the answers. Oops. Just add in Gertrudis. If I catch the coronavirus, I will be in isolation. Okay. So, if I catch the coronavirus, I will stay home to not infect other people. Great. I'll go in. I won't visit my parents. Good, good. I will feel worried. You can say that, but more common, we say worried. So worried is the adjective, the feeling. I will be very sad. Yes. Okay. And probably anxious and worried. Good. I will be in isolation. Perfect. Nice. All right. Oh, sorry, Abdelila. I will be right. Just correct your spelling. I will be sick. Good. Correct. Just check your spelling. Right, number 3. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so I won't study English tomorrow if it's the end of the world. Okay. That's correct. I think you should study English tomorrow. I think you'll be safe. I won't study English tomorrow if I have a lot of things to do. Perfect. If you don't, if I don't appear, yeah, sure. I plan to, so. I won't study English tomorrow if I, all right. So this is a good example of the really common mistake of putting the will in the same clause as if. So, if I go back here, so remember I said you have the condition clause and the result clause, and one has if and the other has will. So it's really common that will is here, but really it should be here. So I won't study English tomorrow if I type it. Don't have my computer fixed. Okay, so we use the present simple with the if clause in the first conditional. And if I can't find a lesson, is that this one? Yeah, I won't study English tomorrow if I can't find a lesson from Cara. Good, okay. You can still study English, and I have lots of lessons that you can find on YouTube, but otherwise, good sentence. All right, number four, let me think there was a few more. Okay, six, if there is no more time. Good. We'd probably more likely say not enough time. Right, no more time. And Gertrudis has let's study English tomorrow if I catch the flu. I hope not, but yes, correct. Hi Edmonton, good to see you. All right, number four. Just add in, or I was surprised if I bump into my boss. Oops. Alright, I'll be surprised if a safe vaccine is invented really fast. Yes, correct. I hope it is, but yes, it's unlikely. I'll be surprised if I understand all this class, all very close, all of this class or this lesson. Okay, I'll be surprised if I can fly interstate soon. Very good. That would be great though. I'll be surprised if you teach on Sundays. Well, I will teach tomorrow, and tomorrow is Sunday, so surprise! I'll be surprised if I bump into my boss. Perfect. Good. Alright, well, not too many mistakes, so I can't help you much. But really good job. As I said in the beginning, tomorrow we're going to do second conditional, a little bit harder. Then we're going to do third conditional, a little bit harder, and then mixed conditionals, which can be quite confusing. So I hope this lesson has been useful for you. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to check out this page. Just sending you the link in the comments. And it's got all the videos for this lesson, but you can also then access that website, which has many, many lessons, English lessons on there, including lots of videos from me. So thank you everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday morning, Saturday night. We're up to day 26, so only a few days left. It's been great though. So I really hope that you continue learning with me after the 30-day challenge, and I will definitely see you tomorrow.